We're working in-depth coverage now in the marathon bombings. A Senate committee is looking at the response to the April terror attacks. Senators are trying to determine what lessons can be learned and how other cities can prevent any future attacks.
Boston's Police Chief Ed Davis was at today's hearing. Eyewitness News reporter Jennifer Mobilia is live in our studio now with more on what he had to say.
Commissioner Ed Davis says the Justice Department's Terrorism Task Force needs to more quickly share threat information with local law enforcement officials. He told a Senate panel that Justice's Joint Terrorism Task Force must be required to immediately share terror information that poses a threat to American cities. Before the Boston Marathon bombings, he said there had been a gap in information sharing that must be closed to prevent future domestic terrorism.
It is clear that there's a need for improvement in our communication and information sharing with federal partners. In the aftermath of the Boston bombings, the FBI improved information sharing, but policies and practices for information and intelligence sharing must be consistent. I just believe that generally a rule that says if there's threat information on terrorism in a particular jurisdiction, the jurisdiction has to be brought into the conversation about it. Even if the case is closed out, we should know what the allegation was.
Arthur Kellerman of the Rand Corporation praised Boston's planners for having studied bombing attacks in other cities.
Boston responders deserve our praise, but let's do more than pat them on the back. Let's follow their example. Boston learned from the experiences of London, Madrid, and Mumbai. The rest of us can learn from Boston.
Commissioner Davis agreed with Kellerman, but says more needs to be done. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Jennifer Mobilia, Eyewitness News.